I'm sorry to be a bearer of bad news, but being a perfectionist makes you a failure. Oops, I'm sorry. Looking back in the past few months, I realized that it's kind of true. You see, not a day goes by that I don't wake up and ask myself, how can I get closer to my creative goals as a content creator? At a certain point, this can really be overwhelming because I will spend hours of every single day just to think, planning, scripting, story building, going to checklists, and trying to make sure that everything I'm coming up with is coming up to be perfect, just to end up making nothing. For months, idea after idea will come and I'll on my camera and film. Whether I was talking, working, making a tutorial, doing whatsoever. And when it comes to editing, I'll tell myself this video I made wasn't good enough to be seen by anyone for any reason. I literally always have some excuses in my head as to why I have to scrap out my whole video and start all over. That literally leads to months of me trying to strive for perfection and not achieving anything. And here we are today, 11 months into the year, and I feel so behind in my goals. Simply because I wanted everything to be perfect before I even started. But the joke's on me because my effort to make everything perfect, my sense of perfectionism has been the one thing that is preventing me from making something that is going to be perfect. That's the truth. They said practice make perfect, but when you are sitting there crafting out all the little ideas that you have and not following through to the end, you're not even giving yourself the chance to achieve perfection. Even though you should not be striving for perfection anyways, because no one is actually perfect. I feel like we also forget that no one actually knows the vision we have in our head. So if you do not execute your ideas perfectly, no one is actually going to know except you. I get a lot of comments like, I want to start, or I don't know where to start. Yeah, I want to start, but I'm afraid that I'm not good enough. I want to start, but I don't have my equipment to start. I've learned anything this year is that if you are not willing to leave some room to grow perfect, your good quality video is never going to happen. So unless you learn to embrace the trash content you were never able to make on your way to making something great, you're never going to get near to this perfection you're striving for. So yeah, a lot of your work is going to suck. It's going to hurt your ego a little. It's going to make you sad a little, or even a lot sad, right? It's actually so funny because when I think about it, the idea of something being perfect is actually not making sense. Constantly striving for perfection is like telling yourself you won't be satisfied if you don't reach perfection, which creates a false sense of insecurity because you're chasing something that literally does not exist, something that can cripple your mindset and keep you stuck, as in you're literally becoming that person, that failure you've been avoiding to be in the first place. Okay, I feel there are two types of perfectionists. Perfectionists that really works hard on themselves, which means every day going to get up, work hard and put themselves out there no matter what. And then there are people like me, people who are very hard on themselves and work hard on their goals and then constantly strive for perfection, but somewhere along the line they give up when they realize that their goals they were trying to achieve does not look like what they pictured, aka perfect. Some people say it's good because I have subconsciousness of failure, but I'll unpack that with my therapist later. If you would have told me at the beginning of this year that this is where I would be, I would have actually been offended. But yet, here we are starting over again, and it's really no one's fault but my own. The problem is, I don't like being bad at things. It's just so crazy how we are our own worst enemy and we are the only reason why we haven't accomplished the goals we have been thinking about. So this is an advice from me to you, right? Imagine how far you would have been if you do not just start your journey just by making excuses. I know, looking back and realizing that all the things you said you would achieve before the end of this year, you haven't even achieved any. It's okay. Just take a deep breath and start. Does not matter how long you've made these plans, just start today. I can remember far back, like 16, 18 years old, I will always come up with and make jokes with my sister. I'll be like, hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, yada 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 yada. As in, I wanted to be a content creator. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. But I kept on giving myself excuses. I did not have a camera. I did not have this one. I did not have that one. Excuses upon excuses. And look at me today, 29 years, and I'm starting my YouTube channel. And I started it on my birthday. So imagine if I started back then. Imagine how far I would have gone. You know, those excuses are not good for you. Those excuses you're making today, they are not good for you. Start. I know you have been hearing start here, start there. If you come over here, YouTube, everybody's telling you start, 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 start. I know it's boring. It's becoming boring, but everyone's telling you the truth. And why people are saying start is simple. If you start today, you're going to get better in the few years. You can't just start today and you're better. And even those that are going viral today, at the point the video they do today, if they do it the next 2 years, they'll be like, that video was trash, but people still loved it anyways, you know. So just start, right? So just pick up your pen, pick up your camera, pick up your hobbies, pick up anything you need to pick up and just start writing, start studying, start making that movie, because that's the only way you're going to get better. Aiming for perfection makes you a failure. Always remember that. So just start, and be crappy now is going to be perfect later. That's all I can tell you. See you in my next video. Bye.